Hey, I'm Brian Van, SportbikeTrackGear.com. Today I'm going to show you how to use the Motion Pro clip-on alignment tool. Okay, this tool is intended to be used if you've installed aftermarket clip-ons on your motorcycle. I've got the Driven Halo clip-ons on this R1, not the stock ones. Remember, if you're using stock clip-ons, right, they have that fixed mounting point where they can't be rotated really unless you take that bolt out and move them around. So this is more focused on aftermarket clip-on installs and making sure that you have them even side to side. We all try to eyeball them. It's hard to get it dead on. This tool helps you do that easily. Let's begin with just a quick overview on how this thing works. It's super simple. It's a multi-piece design. It's going to store easy in the toolbox. Put it together like so. We're now going, there's instructions that come with it, and of course, like everything else, I threw those away and I'm just going to wing it. It's like I like to do, right? We're going to come over to the bike and begin taking measurements. We need to work off of something that is clearly fixed and has to be even from side to side. On my R1, you can see that the fork tubes are protruding just a little bit from the top of the triple, okay? So that's a great spot for me to get in there and measure. If you try to use these flats here, well, guess what? Those aren't perfectly even now, are they? The fork caps, they're rotated a little bit differently, so you don't want to do that. You want to focus on something that is fixed from side to side. You look here, I definitely have a little clearance issue with that brake reservoir, so I'm going to grab some T-handles right now. I'm going to go ahead and just get that loosened up and out of the way so that we have better access. Okay, what I want to do right now is I want to make sure that these are even side to side. I've got the knee loose on the tool. I want to point out these notches that are machined in it right here. If you look at this top triple tree, you can see there's grooves cut in here, the pinch points for the top of the forks. I want to make sure this is aligned with that. Also, you can see here once again the forks, the way they're protruding through. This is going to give me a real nice flat spot for this to rest upon. So I'm going to get it resting on there. I'm going to get that lined up with that groove. And then I'm going to allow this to rest against the grip. Piece of cake. I'm going to come over here now. I'm going to snug the bolt. I'd also like to point out here where the key switch used to be. It's raised up on the triple tree. You can see that's where I'm pushing down on it so that this is resting nice and level there. And it's resting firmly against the fork tubes. I'm going to go ahead and pull that off. We're going to flip it over. Slide it in place. Get it located just as we had it on the other side, right there. And you can clearly see, wow, man, no wonder this bike felt weird. And I thought it was me all along. Now we can go ahead and adjust that left clip on to get it so that it matches the right side perfectly. I've got a T-handle here. I'm just going to loosen that cuff up. It's going to allow me to slide that into position. Okay, got the cuff loose enough. You want to leave it just tight enough so there's some tension, so that when you get in a position, it doesn't just fall out. Get it to touch the tool. I'm going to come over here. Let's make sure that I've got everything lined up just right, so we're perfectly even with the other side. You could go as far right now as to take the tool and double check the other side. Looks good. I'm going to hold that. I don't want to lose that angle, so we're just going to set it down lightly. I'm going to snug up that clip-on cuff, and we'll recheck. Okay, clip-on cuff is tight now. Let's go ahead and get in here and just double check it real quickly. And it's touching the grip, good to go there. Go back to the original side where we began. We got that first measurement. And we are all good. Now all I need to do is get this final torque here and reassemble the brake reservoir. There you have it. It's really simple to use. It's gonna look a little different on every bike, right? Every motorcycle is set up different. There's gonna be some where the top caps of the forks, that's gonna work out, right? I mean, if they're round on both sides, you don't have the square edges that are uneven, you can use that as the surface to build the measurements off of. Simple design, stow's really easy, and at the end of the day, when you think about that, right, installing the clip-ons on the bike, personally, I'm pretty particular about my controls. I want them as accurate as possible. That is how you control this bike, right? The hand controls, the throttle, the brake, the clutch lever, the position when you're hanging off the bike, all those things really important. This is a really cool little tool. It's gonna help you just get that super dialed in, very easy. I dig it, I'd recommend it. This is the Motion Pro clip-on alignment tool from Brian Van, SportbikeTrackGear.com.